Alrighty. How does this look? Did I think of everything? I think so. Alright. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, ladies and lads. Welcome to the second day of our Advent Calendar painting stream. We're on day 2 today. Can't see it because it's mirrored, but you know, you get the gist of it. And I'll show you what we got right away. First of all, I want to say huge thanks to Vash and Rice, who are already here and have been waiting very patiently for me to get all of my stuff in order before starting the stream. I hope the audio levels are alright, as every day, as with every stream for some reason. I need to readjust everything every time I want to do one of these, which, you know, nowadays means daily. Alright. So, yesterday we painted this amazing Dark Angel miniature. A guy that I, continue to paint on. Yes, you were patient indeed. Oh yeah, you were. Even started barking in the chat. Yes, yesterday we painted this guy. I, refurbished him a little bit, spiced him a little bit up during, a little bit off camera. Woof, alright. There are many nice things to see, like, the plasma coil in the back. I think the plasma weapon itself could look a lot better. I really didn't bring my A game there. Oh well. I also applied the Devastator marking and some other stuff all around the miniature and just cleaned him up a little bit. A proper short for him I was not able to edit because of all the other stuff that I had to do. For example, building and priming the guy that we're going to paint today. This tactical Primaris Marine. Yes. With a regular bolt rifle with an underbarrel grenade launcher. That's right. My girlfriend really, once again, picking very cool miniatures for the Advent Calendar. So, I think we all have to say thank you very much to her. Plasma was a rush job, no stress there. Well. Grenade launcher detected? Yes, I'm very intrigued how this guy's gonna go. If this guy looks a little bit, maybe a little bit janky, maybe a little bit wonky, maybe not as dynamic, I'd like for all of you to keep in mind that I'm building all of these guys without any reference images and without a building, book, without a building guide. So, this always keeps things rather interesting, I think. Chapter. Today, we are not going to paint another Dark Angel. I was thinking about doing that, but seeing that this guy is not a Hellblaster, I didn't want to start building my Dark Angel force too big, with too many different units. So I'm thinking this is going to be the first stream, the first instance of me actually painting a Celestial Spear. For which I actually have to look up the painting schemes that I came up with back in the day, because I don't really, it's been so long that I don't actually remember. I need to look that up. So please hold the line as I am looking for, let's go, hell yeah. I'm very hype as well. Okay, we have different ideas. Of course, this guy, this version. I could also, and I'll do it over air server, because why not? Let's fucking go. Oh hell yeah. I'm very hype as well. I'm very intrigued how this is gonna go. So, let me quickly connect everything. There we go. Go to dark. Golden Dach to you as well. You also got my guy for reference. Oh yeah, right. And you did send me something yesterday as well. I completely forgot to have a look at it. I'm very sorry about that. So for the time being, let me quickly switch to this over here. Alrighty, right. So we've got this painting scheme, which I think was one of my first ideas, one of my earlier ideas. Wanna hear something really bad regarding Tauroxes? Oh my gosh, what did you do? What happened this time? But of course there's this idea as well. Kinda liking that, though I would like to see more orange. I really like this. So, I think the way that I designed them back then was, you know, closely tied to the Clone Wars. You know, the Clone Wars 212 regiment from Cody. So that's the way I did it. What's up? Says nobody. Hey man, I gotta tell you something rather unfortunate in a second, so hold tight for that. GW changed the recipe for the Fang base paint, so it's more gray and less blue. No? Oh, really? Oh, dang, that sucks. Bruh. I do have the old Fang at my place, but yeah, that's rather unfortunate. I guess you have to just get some Macragge blue then, maybe that's right, and mix some of that in there. Maybe that will get you back to the original paint, but yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Of course, we have this guy with a little more blue, though I don't really feel that anymore, and anyways, the blue should be darker, if at all. And of course, we have this version as well with a little more beige, some black. Dreading no PO box. Sorry man, hang on. I'm a buster the big face cam here. Remember when I said that I sent a test package to the PO box because I want to make sure that everything would work? Well, that package was entirely empty with nothing in it. Cost me still $5 to send, so I was like, oh dang, okay. But I'm glad that I did because I wanted to get that box out the PO box, you know, get the package today. And when I was standing in front of the PO box, my phone didn't want to connect. I did do all of the authentication that they wanted from me. I got their like letter and I set everything up and I got the email that everything was verified and ready to go. And now the app basically told me that they don't recognize my phone as a, you know, legitimate device, and the app didn't want to connect. So, yeah. That's why I haven't shared the address today, because just didn't want to go. Interpol is onto you? Dang. Going straight to that police department there. Sounds like Deutsche Post. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think, like, my only guess is that I closed the app back when I did the verification process, like when I, you know, did everything for that. And then, because the app wasn't able to link up properly during that time, or even though I got the mail already, it's kind of like stuck or something. I don't know. The guys in my local post office also can't help me, so I think I'll just go delete the entire app, try again tonight, and then hopefully we'll be able to tell you tomorrow. Oh, bummer. Man, how can I give you stuff for videos then? Yeah. Honestly, it really sucks. Like, I'm, you know, I can't imagine how you must feel, but I'm losing my patience with all of this stuff. So I'll try one more time deleting the app and everything. Hopefully I'll be able to restart the entire thing. Actually, let me check right now. Let me check if the post box is online right now. Nope. We close the DHL app, open it again. Aktivierung, yeah. Hacking station, no. Nah man, I'm fine, it's just screwed up for you, dude. Yeah, it's so annoying, I don't get it. Hang on, I'm gonna delete the DHL app and then just, as we're going along today, I'll just download it again. Just so annoying. Is it the Play Store? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting the Play Store from... I'm using the Play Store to download the DHL app. Oh yeah. Alright. DHL, please. No. It is? Open that shit? What? I thought I deinstalled that. Hang on. I'll do that as we go along. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. Anyways, what did you guys say? I miss the older Greg's Earthshade, the modern one stains way too easily. Oh yeah, it does? I mean, hey. That's pretty much the same. Like, I like Nylon Oil because used to like it because it's stained. So maybe the new Greg's Earthshade is even better. Sounds like Deutsche Post, just as bad as Swedish Post. Yeah. Panzerkitzer says, I just primed coated the Taurox in AK blue berets. Gonna throw some Thunderhawk blue on this weekend. Alright, okay, nice. Panzerkitzer says, I finally got my Tempestus Aquilon box today. Ooh, I painted to expand the science that I have. Hopefully the switch from the Fang to Macrack blue as an undercoat won't change the other layers too much. Ooh. I hope, yeah, no. I mean, I guess it should work out, right? Why shouldn't it? Brother, chill, and concentrate on something other than Dauerhaltlänger. Yeah. Anyways, okay. What do we want to do today? I'm feeling this design quite a lot. So either this one or this one. I want to try this one. So what I'm basically thinking is that I still want to keep some of the black, but the way that I want to implement it is like the more dangerous a unit is, the more black is presented in there. So for example, your average tactical squad might look like this, right? But then maybe a squad of Terminators, for example, or a squad of Devastators. Devastators? Yeah, maybe. That should be. The title of the stream says day one? Oh, really? Does it say that? Hang on. Where can I change that? Where can I change that? That's kinda cringe. Ah, shit. It actually does say that. Whoops. Thanks for telling me. Completely overlooked that. Alright. There we go. Rather choose a scheme you can actually paint. I think this one is quite good. Alright. And with that, it's time to start, I think. We've been lagging behind for way too long. Back here. Turn this on. Camera back here. And there we go. The scheme is doable. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just because of the few checkerboards. That doesn't scare me. Matt is also here saying what's up. Alright, hi Matt. Hope you're doing good, man. What did you find in your advent calendar today? There we go. Okay, first off, I think we should start with maybe some dry brushing or so. Yeah, I'm happy to try that out. Let me get a big brush and some Ushep de Bone. I primed this guy in, you know, in my wise precognitive abilities. Primed this guy in, Brothers, the army is growing. Oh yeah, from 0 to 1 Primaris Marine. I mean, not technically not 0. There are currently 2 Celestial Spears out there. The F is an advent calendar. Jokes aside, I have no girlfriend, no calendar for me. Ah, unfortunate. Alright, just a quick rough dry brush. That doesn't make too much of a difference though. Hang on. Need to take up some more paint on my brush, I think. I want to do more of an overbrush at first, though. Just to get the rough areas with the paint. Also like some highlights mostly. Aren't there 3? Are there 3? You painted one? The is it Inquisitor who painted the other? I'm not really sure. Yeah. Hansakiza says, I'm off to buy food. Back later. Have a nice evening. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, the shot about the woman of the house was super cute, man. Congrats. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah. I want to take every opportunity that I can to brag about my girlfriend. But yeah, that was, like, the advent calendar she made me is absolutely crazy. Still can't believe she did that. And she managed to do all of that without me noticing. Again, not only do we live in the same apartment, we live in the same room. This is a one-room apartment. Like, how did she manage to sneak all that past me? Yeah. Apparently when she visited her parents for like a weekend, she used the time to prepare a lot of the advent calendar. And then when she was at uni, like during free time, she met up with Theinrich and had him help her set everything up. Absolutely crazy. Some people just do have all the luck. Alright. Let's go. Some more Ushapti bone for the harder to reach places. Like his codpiece. For everybody asking, yes, it's called a codpiece, not a cock piece. And there we go. After this guy is done, I will also bring out more shorts. I miss when me and my girlfriend lived together. Ah, dang. It's rough when you had that and then have to, like, move for whatever reason, yeah. We might have to do that as well. Might. We'll see. Hopefully not, but who really knows? I wrote a response to your question above. Lucky you. Oh. My question above. Did you? Oh. Maybe you got censored again because it didn't reach me. That's easy, we keep you occupied as well. Yes, you do. Very nicely at that. Alright. There we go. Reinforce some of the more important plates. Just a very rough paint job, already leaving us with a nice texture as well. Are we going to use contrast on that leg or something? Orange, I mean? No. I mean, yes, okay, I'm gonna use orange, but I'm not gonna use contrast. The system hates me. Maybe, man, I don't know. Yeah, we don't, but YouTube automodding hates you. The thing is, I feel like it's getting worse. I actually feel like it's getting worse. It's getting more, like, it's just getting harsher. Oh, hello. Hi. Thank you. All right. It's getting way worse. Damn it. Yeah. Was just curious, as you've already said, highlighting it with bone. Oh yeah, I'm just doing the entire armor and then I'll switch to the other colors. Yeah. You know, good, a good combination, but well combined on that one. But no. Hello, Mrs. Art. It's not yet. It's not yet Mrs. Art. All right. Let's see. Okay. What did I say? Introducing Brink of Art and Edge of Art. I wanna paint my minis, but I ain't feel like it. Yeah. Which miniatures are you up for again? More dwarf quarrelers? Or dwarven forces in general? Alright, so the right side, the left side, will get the orange. Starting with, I think, Exviate. Edge of Art. Because we only see your girlfriend at the edge of the screen, until recently, of course. Yeah. I get it, though. Edge of Art, though. Oh. The commission? What? I have a commission to get to, but currently I'm so cooked I can't focus, LMAO. Oh, actually, that did go through. Yeah. Did I once paint in a drunken state? Definitely didn't do it for a commission. Right. Painting the Grey Knights, right? I've got 5 Grey Knights, no, 6 Grey Knights on my table as well that desperately I need to get to. Wanted to start today, but I want to do something special with them. I want to do some lightning effects, so I had to go to the hardware store today to pick up the needed thread to build those. And because the hardware store is on the other side of town, I didn't have enough time. Like, after I came back, I basically had to do so much other stuff, which is why I didn't get to them. And I wanted to get the Dark Angel done as well. It's just getting a feel for a Marine. How's the week been treating you guys, by the way? Everything alright? Everything going smoothly? There we go. This guy, I think, needs the tactical decal. Probably. And then, so we did that. And on this side, I'll make the kneecap yellow, orange. I mean. Break of Art, haha, shit's exhausting, man. Yeah. Horrible, but can't complain. Hang on, what? The precision rush, though? Maybe we should save up. Oh, there we go. Seriously love the precision. Nice. Yes. Good thing the camera captures that. I'm always so annoyed when I have to paint something like for a video, and then my brush slips, and I leave it like, you know, not satisfyingly clean. But it's like a one-time thing, so I can't redo the footage. That's always annoying. I don't like that. Maybe I should save up so I can send you my Celestial Spear so this guy can have a friend. I mean, hey. Nah, you should keep your guy. Definitely. I need a Space Marine of the chapter down there to hold the peace, you know. Horrible but can't complain. Dang. Horrible but can't complain? What kind of answer is that? B-Day today, big 4-0. Hang on. You? It's your birthday? Shit's exhausting. A birthday? Yeah, for sure. Is it really your stream? Your stream, is it really your birthday? God dang. Thanks, brother. Don't wanna hog the stream though. Fine, I'll send the Terminator, I'll do at some point. Nah, please keep your minis. I think it's cooler to think that there are some Celestial Spears some other place than just my room. I think that's so much cooler. I really enjoy the thought of that. But yeah, dang, nobody, it's nobody's birthday today. 40 years. Hell yeah. Almost twice as old as me, god dang. What else did I paint orange? Did I paint the helmet, I think? Yeah. And the belt buckle, which we can't see, and the chest, more or less. Let's just paint the entire thing. Like the helmet. Yeah, and we got so much stuff sending some stuff your way won't even matter, I believe. Yeah, but still, no. The thing is, I like to, I have no problem like asking you guys maybe to, you know, send me miniatures that you don't want to paint or miniatures that you would like to see refurbished or something. But I don't know how to exactly feel about miniatures that you basically paint and then just send to me just to have them, basically, right? I think that's a little bit much. I don't know how to accept that, basically. So let's clean this up right here. So then we have that, and that over there. And then we have... what do we do for the back? It's like not as orange enough. Definitely going to paint this thing on the back. And then we'll see about the rest. I wouldn't mind my Basilisk going international as well, but that ain't happening. No one seems to be particularly interested in them for my Dark Crowns. All my Dark Crowns. Normally not a fan of jazz, but listening here is kinda nice. Oh yeah, the thing is I did want to switch it up to a different music, but I have to, I didn't find the time to set up OBS, so the music won't be playing in the VOD, because I've come to a point where it actually does kinda matter if the music is copyrighted or not. So I have to do some stuff to get around that, basically, to play different music. And I did look for other types of like copyright-free music, but that all sounded rather bad. That's why we stick with jazz for now. There, Basilisk up for grabs. No. Oh yeah, you that's also like your own chapter, right? Basilisks and Dark Crowns. I mean, hey, if you send me the painting scheme, maybe we can squeeze them into the Advent Calendar. Okay. The bolter, I think, should stay black, though. Okay. As the XV8 is drying, I'll grab some Ashen Grey for the under carapace. I always forget the low accurate name. Now I get it, thought you meant the tanks. Yeah, that's what honestly, that's what I thought as well, though. There we go. The precision is has left the chat. Whoops. But yeah, I think the gray is very important. There we go. Did you have a nice time celebrating your birthday? I mean, it is like right in the work week, smack bang. So I'm guessing you'll have the proper celebration on the weekend, right? Just maybe going on the on the Christmas market, drink a Glühwein with friends. That would be my guess. Yeah. There we go. Some gray, maybe I should do, and I think I need to get a bit more paint on my brush to really cover up the primer that I used. Okay, the painting scheme for my basilisks is overcomplicated in all honesty. I was interested, as instead of traditional Space Marine markings, there's colors and tribal markings. I mean, that sounds cool, right? Akin to the Carcharodons? Yeah. That sounds cool. Just come on, send me a picture. I wanna see. I wanna see. If it's convenient for you, of course. There we go. Lots of different colors going on here. My dark crowns, though, is just quartered black and green with box standard Dark Angel stuff. Pictures or it didn't happen. Yeah, same. That's what I'm saying. Alrighty. There we go. What else? I think there should be some more joints down here, yeah. Again, the precision is long gone. Need to clean up after myself right here. There we go. Yes. Arm, the elbow. Get some as well. Man, I got deep respect for quarter painting. Confusing. Yeah? I think it's alright. I mean, I do have, don't get me wrong, I still do have the respect for people who do it on a regular basis, but it's not too bad. Probably shouldn't do this right here. Maybe it's too early for details like this. Painting his helmet's hoses like that. Maybe get a smaller brush. Yeah. Okay. Dude, that's hang on. Actually, I have a whole ass Google Docs file dedicated to my basilisks. Oh wow. That's dedication you don't find nowadays anymore. Yeah, it has become rather rare, right? I remember a time where it was very usual to see homebrewed Space Marine chapters. And now it is, I see homebrewed more like variations of existing color schemes. Like people will have Dark Angels but apply the colors a little bit more uniquely or interpret them a little bit more uniquely, but in their core they're still Dark Angels. I don't really see many more like homebrewed chapters on social media anymore. I seriously put way too much effort into them, even started writing a short story for them, but stopped as it really wasn't going well, I felt. This needs to happen, brother, we need to get together, let's go. Yeah, definitely. Yes. Rather sooner than later. I wasn't able to reach Inquisitor, unfortunately, so I guess the Discord has to go live tomorrow as per my own design. Is what it is. Oh, hang on. Down there, actually. There should be more orange. Thing is, GW kind of moved away from encouraging homebrew stuff in terms of the gameplay. Yeah, that as well. That's what I figured as well, honestly. Like, with each more edition, they also seem to be, like, discouraging creativity in general, in my opinion. Also, most, speaking about gameplay here, but other stuff as well, I think. I don't know. Jan, what spray coat is that? Zandri Dust. Great spray primer. I really enjoy using that. Whenever I'm not sure if the miniature is going to be dark or light, I'll use Zandri Dust. And whenever I want the miniature to have more of a like a brownish undercoat, brownish hue, then I use that as well. Tips hat to you. I have 7 pages of Basilisk's content, says Rice. Dang! That's a lot. I have literally nothing for my Celestial Spears except for the painting scheme and the name. And the name is, technically speaking, a work title. So yeah. And my short story has 8 pages. Dang, wow. Now put them into a proper novel format. That should get you around 14 pages already. At least as far as I'm concerned. Oh no, that, not that. Whew, alright. But the short story isn't really that good. To the author, it seldomly is good. Like, my own diploma right now is also not very good, as far as I'm concerned. Like, some parts are, but not the majority. I'm not trash talking myself, I'm The last pages were very good. I really enjoyed writing like the last few chapters. Where was I with this guy? I think I need to take some Troll Slayer Orange and some Zandri Dust and some XV88 and mix them up. But the short story really isn't that good. Nah, come, don't put yourself down like that. You can definitely tell it's a fanfic story. I think I just tried too hard. You wanna know something interesting? I once was the, I don't know how it's called in English. In Germany we call it lector, for a fanfic short story that I read on Wattpad. Or Wattpad? I don't know. It was a story leaned, like, of a fanfictional character of the author playing in the Lord of the Rings universe, you know? It was one of the worst things I've ever read, like, in general. And the reason I became lector is because I read, like, the intro. And the intro hurt my soul so much that I was like, hey, can I please correct, like, your intro? Because it just can't stand like that. And then I did that, and that was kind of fun. So I was like, hey, I can also correct other stuff if you want. And then I did that for a few chapters before losing interest, basically, and then, yeah. I also got into contact with the author, like the lady who wrote this story in general. And she was also kind of, I don't know, a little bit too much of a daydreamer for me. For me, you know? Do you know how much of a daydreamer you have to be? Like how delusional you have to be too delusional for me? It's crazy. She even wanted to publish a short story. And even back then I was like, are you crazy? Like, as if. Like, if you're going to publish a Lord of the Rings-esque story, you're going to get cooked by the legal department. They're gonna send your ass straight to Mordor. Hey, you can't have enough flavor. I have a whole headcanon of my Minotaurs on how they got their stuff back after the breaking of the galaxy. Gonna go next door, be back in a jiffy. Oh yeah, sure. I mean, it's your birthday, you can do whatever you want. My own original novel is called Blood and Toil, has 10 pages, but it was honestly only writing that out of nostalgia and pettiness. Pettiness? That sounds good. A lot of great things come from pettiness. Ask Lamborghini. Was it Bugatti? No, I think it was Lamborghini. Yeah. But yeah, that fanfiction was crazy. It was really badly written. The author forgot which characters were speaking literally mid-sentence. So we had like entirely different characters, like basically switch places mid-conversation, which was insane. The main character could literally do nothing. It was literally like a self-insert. And that sounds kinda mean to say, that she could do nothing. But I don't mean it like that, I mean it in the sense that Legolas was absolutely craving this woman. Like, he wanted to marry her on the spot. It was love at first sight. Although, again, she could literally do nothing. Apart from, like, basically stumble into his arms. I don't know, it was so weird. None of the characters behaved like they would. She was, like, for no reason one of the most important characters in all of Middle-earth. Although, again, she never left her castle, she never did anything, so I don't know. I don't know how that came to be. Apparently, she wanted to read her short story on the Tolkien days in Germany. But yeah. I have no idea how that went. She was also rather disappointed that I didn't want to work more for her, you know, for free. As almost, you know, as an A-level student of 17 years old. And I was like, okay. Like, what the hell? If you get the Discord running, I'll share all my Basilisk stuff. Alright, that sounds like a deal. Oh, you want car-related trivia, Jan? I got you. Ferruccio Lamborghini created Automobile Lamborghini because Ferrari was complacent and didn't want his innovative vision. Yes, I heard that. And I think, didn't he also like trash talk him? Because I think Lamborghini did exist beforehand, but didn't he only do tractors and stuff like that? So he was like, yeah, okay, you can't build a sports car for shit, what do you know, right? So then he basically opened up the sports car branch of his operations. Wasn't it something along those lines? There we go. A little bit too pastel-y. Pastel-y. Of course, some orange down here. Oh yeah, this is my second week of asking for Discord. Yep, the Discord will happen. I wanted to try to reach Inquisitor till today, and now that I have to, that I basically, you know, didn't get to reach him, I'll launch the Discord myself. So I will try to finish it tomorrow, and if it doesn't happen tomorrow, then it will happen overmorrow. So yeah, the Discord is finally happening, and I'll share all of the data and how to join it in my community section, and of course, once again on stream. Rice says, now what's hilarious is Pagani was founded the exact same way with Lamborghini, neglecting Orazio Pagani, leading him to create the most beautiful car brands in the world, Pagani Automobili. Oh dang, I didn't even recognize the brand of that name, the name of that brand. I think Koenigsegg was also founded in a very similar way, right? Fully carbon chassis and everything. Was he also not like disregarded, so he had to build his own brand? Now the question is, do we want to shade this guy with Agrax Earthshade or Seraphim Sapia? I want to try Seraphim Sapia first, because, you know, that's more of like the yellowish tint and doesn't stain too hard. Leaving us, like, maybe leaving us with a cleaner result, I don't know. I'll start here on the hind legs. So this leg is Seraphim Sepia. Of course, I'll go over it again with another coat of Ushabti-Bone. I don't want to have him be this yellowish tinted guy. Whoop! Gosh. Startled myself. Startled myself. And then, of course, the other leg I'll try. A Grex Earthshade on. Tough choice, actually. Huh. How's the orange? I would say a Grex Earthshade, like, by the look of it, a Grex Earthshade looks... I like this one more than I like this one. Like, this one is like, will leave a more classic, like, known and not too crazy result. This one will make the whole miniature a lot warmer. I don't know if I like that or not. I think if we didn't want to give this another overcoat, I'd choose this. But I kind of want to experiment more with Seraphim Sepia. Yeah, come on, it's the first miniature. I'll try shading it with Seraphim Sepia. That's it, I'm going to buy myself another sword. Oh yeah? How come? Nah, Koenigsegg was started by an insane Swede who wanted to embarrass Bugatti and other big name supercar companies. The Koenigsegg CCBS was created to beat the Bugatti Veyron. Right, that's how he came. Yes. I knew he was like, it had like some relation to Bugatti. I didn't remember the exact the exact lore. Thanks for telling me. Alright, I'm gonna try some Seraphim Sepia all over this guy. There we go. Hang on. $1 billion auto manufacturer versus one insane Swede in his garage. Yeah. I really do like the concept of completely, I think, carbon fiber cars. I know, it sounds just like so nice and futuristic. And the Koenigsegg also does look very nice. Can you like stay open, you goddamn paint pot? Shading the orange as well. Yes, that's nice. I'll switch to a bigger brush though. Don't want to spend all day shading this guy. There we go. Big difference incoming. Woo! I think Seraphim Sepia might have been the correct choice. Hell yeah. Funny how I'm like painting for the first time now my own self-homebrew chapter. And I'm not the first guy who did this. I'm not the first guy who painted his Space Marines, the chapter, these colors. That was surreal when you guys sent me the pictures back then. I'm, you know, I fondly remember those days. When I got the photos of the first Celestial Spears. There we go. And yes, I feel like Seraphim Sepia was the right call. Now we have to wait for the paint to dry, during which we will paint something else. And I think, trying to stick with the same miniature, we'll just paint the bolter he's using. Not going too crazy here. Oop, a lot of paint build up there on the helmet, gosh dang. Okay. If you couldn't tell, I'm an automotive nut. Oh, when you challenged me, you know, basically saying, hey guy, oh, you wanna talk about cars, don't you? Do you? I already thought that something like that might crystallize. First manufactured car to heavily feature carbon fiber was the McLaren F1, created by Gordon Murray, who was a South African, by the way. Oh, didn't know. Interesting. Okay, we've got this. Yes, okay, now it's time for the bolter. The bolter, I think we should just keep black. I think painting it orange would be interesting. And painting it in a rich blue could also be cool. Though I do want to stick to the, you know, tried and true method first before I go off rail completely. Which means that we'll have to take our acrylic black and see what we can do with it. Bolter black? Yes. Hell yeah. Okay. Anything that I don't want to have black here. Do you want to have maybe like the undergrip orange or something? Maybe. And maybe like the iron sides as well. I'll try that. The magazine I do want to have like just silver, so we'll paint that black as well. And if we find any other things that we want to have silver or any other color, then we can just, you know, paint over the base coat that we lay down right now. That we're laying down currently. Orange would melt too much and blue would be too much. Yeah. Maybe a dark desaturated blue, like NQB darkness. Maybe some Cabalite green could also work. I think Cabalite green would have been cool as well. Though again, we have many more to try. You know, we'll have more than enough opportunities to change different paint jobs. I think if we painted the trims, so in my original paint job, I painted the trims gold. Though I feel like Cabalite green would also look very cool. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see anything. But yeah, I definitely agree that orange would blend too much into the already existing, like into the armor and everything. That wouldn't be too good. I'm also still not sure exactly, like this chapter is going to be a Imperial Fist successor chapter. Because I feel like the Imperial Fists are pretty much, for me, like my favorite legion. Like the Imperial Fists and maybe, like the Ultramarines definitely are not bad at all either. But I feel like the Imperial Fists are doing, I don't know, I feel like they're doing a little bit of a better job at being Space Marines. Simply by the fact that they actually try to defend. You know, they are the masters of defense. And I love, like, in tactical games, defending shit. So I feel like that's, you know, only reasonable for me to have the Imperial Fists be my favorite chapter. Dude, I think I ate too much. I feel like hack at the moment. Dang. Everyone is feeling rather sick. My girlfriend is not feeling well as well. I felt very sick yesterday. Okay, very sick might be an overstatement, but there was like a short period of the day where I was like, dang, I think I've gotten completely sick. Like I felt ill. So I know what that's all about. Oh, did the music end? Oop. Did it change anything? No. Oops. Not. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the black bolter rules though. Should I do even cap light green then? Yeah. Maybe not. But I do still want to have the undergrip orange, at least I want to try that. And then I can paint it black if I don't like it anyways. Like at any point. Okay. There we go. I spent all my energy at work today and currently have nothing left. Haha. Oh dang, yeah. That sounds very familiar. I do feel kinda beat myself as well. You know, got up very early with my girlfriend. Went to the gym. Went to the hardware store. Went to the post office. Yeah, okay, my girlfriend had to do some actual work. And my girlfriend is still working, you know? Crazy. The breadwinner of the household. The breadwinner of the household. What? Yeah. Okay. We're definitely getting somewhere. Now that the shade is over it. Yes. I want to get some orange on there as well. Let me check if the orange that I mixed up beforehand is still good to go. It kinda is. It kinda is. That's way too light. Okay, I need to mix up something new. But that's fine. So we basically need 1 part Ukshabti bone, 1 part XV88, and 2 parts of Troll Slayer orange to get the color that we used before. There we go. Yep. And with that we can also go right over the other areas that we neglected before. There we go. One thing I've realized now that I do these daily streams and use a lot of time to basically prepare everything beforehand and make sure that I also edit enough content on the side and everything, you know, is that when the day is, you know, when everything is said and done and the stream is, you know, running, I don't have that much to talk about anymore. Yeah, because my day literally is just wake up, do university work, do some stuff for my diploma, spend a whole lot of time on editing, filming, building miniatures, stuff like that, and then stream. It's also like when my girlfriend and I sit down and she looks at me and says, "Hey, can you tell me like something? What's interesting? What happened today?" And I was like, and I'm very often I'm not just like, well, same as every day. I try to tell you a lot, yeah. There we go, some orange down here. Again, if we paint over the hand, that's nothing to worry about. Okay. Look, having to help train a new person kind of takes a lot out of you. at times. Not necessarily because it's difficult, but I have to slow down my processes to focus on helping them instead. Yeah, definitely know the feeling. I didn't have to train like a lot of people, but every year I, volunteer to show the newcomers to the academy everything, explain everything, and that's, of course a lot quicker than actually training a person all the way through a process. But yeah, I can kind of relate. And currently my plate is overfilled. I have so much stock I need to pack. Dang. Yeah, I get that. Christmas timer, I'm guessing. Are you working at like a post station or something? What are you packing? What are you packing, man? Oh yeah, of course. Can I please move my mouse over here? I'm 22. What do I know about teaching someone something? Well, you're 22? You're younger than me. God dang. Only 2 years, but still. And you did so much. He has done basically everything that there is to do in the world. He was like bartender, he was a server, right? Yeah, but he's like, he wrote 3 paragraphs yesterday of all the different jobs that he's tried and done. Bartender and server were like the things that I don't know. Yeah, but still, dang. Yeah, okay. That's it. Mail back, what did I miss? Ooh, looking nice. Age is not important in teaching. Yeah. I guess you're right. More age sometimes helps to, work with other people because, people automatically respect their elders more. Especially like in a professional sense, And the older you get, the more you learn about working with people, right? But it's not that like you can't have that knowledge at a younger age as well. I always just remember how I was like a couple of years ago. Especially like during my teenage years, 17, 18, 19. And I cringe hard thinking about that. Alright. How does one adult anyways? Well, it really is just a consecutive streak of good guesses, right? We all act like we know what we're doing, right? I look and feel 50. What can I say, man? Look at this tragedy. Oh. Dude, I'm 40 and I feel like a teenager. Never really started feeling adult, which kinda sucks. Nah, man, not in a good way. Okay, what do we have to do next? Kinda do want to do the armor, but the armor is still a little bit wet. Do want to continue on the bolter, but the bolter is wet as well. So I think I'll take some Mornfang Brown. We're gonna go over the leather pouches, the belt, and the sling that, wraps around his bolt rifle. That's it. Oh, okay. The paint scheme kind of reminds me of the one in the Astartes 2 trailer. Oh yeah? Oh, I get what you mean. I think if I remember correctly, yeah, the Emperor's Scythes, right? But they have a lot more black going on, don't they? But yeah, oh, the Scythes of the Emperor, I think they're called. Mornfang Brown, where do we have it? For real, where is it? Hello? Monfig Brown? You there? I thought I was missing a paint. What? Hang on. Can't find one of my paints. Oh, there it is! Ah! There it is. Now the Emperor's Scythes are yellow and black, but I think there was an orange one as well. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. The Emperor's Scythes are yellow and black. But the orange ones, you know, as you also said, do definitely exist as well. I did see the trailer. Well, I did not see the thing is, I kinda do... Like, I would like to record a reaction to that trailer. It's just that I always battle with the, you know, feeling that reactions are very cheap content. And I don't want to do that unless I have, like, proper long-form video in the chamber as well. And another thing is, like, the video reaction that I wanted to do for quite a long time now is the reaction to Morningstar, Project Morningstar episode 2 and 3. And the reason I kind of want to do another reaction for those videos is because Project Morningstar themselves reached out to me in the comments, reminding me that their new episodes were out. And, you know, it's not like I'm that special of a YouTuber or that big of a YouTuber that I could actually serve them more audience members, you know, more eyes on their project. But that was just so incredibly nice, I don't know. So I don't know if I should do another reaction or just watch it in private and let them know or something. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about reaction content. Still always a conundrum. In the I don't feel safe in adulting kind of way. Getting crushed by a simple opening of letters sometimes. Sounds kinda lame now that I think about it. No, you know, I opened our postman the door today, the door to our apartment complex, like, because all of the letterboxes are like behind the entrance door, the main door. And I was, you know, per coincidence I was down there, saw him coming and just opened the door. And he was like, oh, maybe I have something for you. And then he didn't have anything, and he just shrugged and said, well, you know, no post is, no post also is good post, right? And I was like, yeah, man. Damn right. When you get letters as an adult, it's just... most of the time it's bills or... some other shenanigans, like the city wants something of you, or the landlords wants to come into contact with you. I don't know, I take all of that stuff very seriously and to heart, I don't know. Am I distracting you from your work, my dear? No? Okay. Alright. Oh, right. Also small side rant, says Rice. After the Games Workshop at Starters 2 trailer, everyone is painting their SOE range instead of yellow, and it just really bothers me. Sons of the Emperor? I know it's dumb, but it's just how I feel. No, I definitely get it. I felt very, like, similar when Age of Darkness came out, and the Imperial Fists were from, you know, a sideline chapter to a more mainstream chapter. And that's right when I picked the Emperor's Fist as my favorite chapter, you know, one of the reasons being that they are, like, not the Ultramarines, so they are not as mainstream. And then they got mainstream, and I was like, dang, shit, no, I like the Emperor's, the Imperial Fists even before they were mainstream. No, don't take this away from me. I want to be cool. I want to be quirky, zany. But you know, now there's more Imperial Fist players, so I guess I can't complain too much. Nah, man, it's not adhering to the source material, I get that. According to Games Workshop, my Minotaurs are now Imperial Fist chapter. Nearly dropped the hobby. They are? What? I thought the Minotaurs were, like, explicitly of unknown origin. So people could, like, speculate if they were maybe, like, of one of the either Purged Legions or Traitor Legions, like Descendant. Not gonna lie, much enjoy Space King over most other things. Just dumb, simple fun. Oh yeah, Space King is great. I love watching those episodes as well. Like, great fun. Okay, what else do we have here? I'm not sure, actually. I think I should mix up some Shefty Bone. Just get over the armor. I like it before it was cool ass stuff, lol. Yeah. I know it's kind of cringe to say stuff like that, but I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't feel any of that grimdark anymore, especially in Games Workshop's advertising. Yeah. I liked when it started to become more, you know, more of a hopeful outlook with sleeker technology, new marines and stuff like that. I initially liked that very much. But now, I think you are right when you say that the grimdark aspect has really lost. Like, the Warhammer has lost lots of its grimdark aspect. Of course, we all know why Games Workshop is doing it, but I still don't like it that much. I think that's also the reason why stuff like Trench Crusade is coming up, right? Yeah. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to handle this in the in Henry Cavill's series, right? I still get notifications every time there's like a new rumor about that show. But even my girlfriend likes to inform me about that when she gets like notifications on her phone, which is very cute. But there have been so many rumors now, I just want to wait and see what's happening with that show. There we go. Sorry. My soul is weeping because of your precision brush. Yeah. I like some guy once left a comment recently under my video saying, "Dang, imagine, like, I like what you're doing, but I just imagine how good you could be if you would use something else instead of those garden brooms, like these gardening brooms." And I was like, dang, that's one of the most real comments I've ever heard. What do we have? In 8th edition, they dropped the Forge World chapters and gave them vanilla chapter rules, and they stuck Minotaurs in with Imperial Fists. Ah, okay. Spit on my drink. Minotaurs are technically chimeric. Imperial Fists and Iron Warriors. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So is that still canon? Because I would like that a lot more than if they were just Imperial Fists. Though I don't really care. Sometimes I'll treat like the lore as if an Imperial bureaucrat was sanitizing Imperial history as like in an effort of propaganda, you know? Everything alright, my dear? Oh no! Oh no! Her notes app crashed. She lost a lot of progress with her studies, no. F's in the chat, guys. Yeah. Shit. Thanks for the F, nobody. I prefer thinking of them as bought out Imperial Iron Warriors in the name of the Emperor. Yeah. But again, sometimes I'm just like, okay, an Imperial Records Keeper's just making a propaganda piece. So he says like, oh yeah, regarding those rumors that the Minotaurs are actually descendants of a traitor legion, I can assure you that that is not the case. You know, stuff like that. I don't know. No, thank you. Ich habe immer noch das Wasser. Dankeschön. I prefer to... An ex-Hasbro CEO being in GW's numbers doesn't help. Yeah. Dude, BlackRock being behind Games Workshop is crushing it as well. Yes. That too, definitely. Like, I remember, you know, remember when they said female custodians was a thing? Got that BlackRock money and then immediately, basically in the same day, got out that tweet. Like, bruh. That's where you get, yeah, female custodians, bingo. Jan, nah man, kudos to your skills and all, just making fun of your brush. No offense taken in any way, but, you know, my brushes do... My brushes... No, I don't... No, the thing is, my brushes, like, I don't take proper care of my brushes. If I was to take better care of my brushes, they wouldn't look as bad as they do. But on the other hand, you know, as I keep rolling with it, I think I keep getting better as well. Because I have to work with these massively, you know, fanned out bristles. So that makes me even more precise in my brush strokes. Because there I have even less room for error. Bryce says, "Bring about, my brushes are the same, bro, but only cause I'm poor." Well, you know, we each have to deal with what we're given. And I mean, hey, your results are very good, very clean, so doesn't seem to do you much harm. Unreliable narrator is extremely overused. I think it's alright. I just don't like it when they use the unreliable narrator to keep things vague and interesting. That's cool. If they say, oh, we've got an unreliable narrator, that's why for the last 40 years we never mentioned that female custodians were a thing, that's lame. That's extremely lame. That's bad. Bad. Don't like that. Well, the Minotaurs work for the High Lords of Terror directly. They're trained to fight heretic space marines and the errant loyal chapter as well. Yes. I knew that bit of lore. I really liked it in, I think, Shadow of the Throne was the novel, where the custodian stood up to Chapter Master Moloch, I think his name was, of the Minotaurs. And he was calculating if he could beat that guy or not. And I was really, like, I found it very interesting that his conclusion was maybe, or rather likely, you know? It wasn't like, oh yeah, I can definitely beat that guy. No, it was more along the lines of a maybe. That carried so much aura, I think. That was very cool to see. There we go. Asterion Moloch, bingo! Even custodians have respect for him, yes! Love that bit in Imperial Armor 12. Hell yeah. Nobody says... hang on. It's lazy writing and just an excuse. No, sometimes I think it's fair enough. And I think, again, if they keep things vague enough from the get-go, it's also fair. But, for example, if they were to bring back, you know, Ferrus Manus as a Primarch, right? If the next Primarch release or Primarch return was Ferrus Manus, and they said, oh yeah, completely overreaction in the history books, he never did get his head chopped off, you know? It's an unreliable narrator, guys. Like, that of course wouldn't fly. That wouldn't be cool. Tiberius the Red Wake is aura farming god. Oh yeah, he is? I haven't actually read any Carcharodon lore or Carcharodon novels at all. I've only ever heard, like, people describe them to me. And tidbits of lore here and there, like how they collect the red tithe, I think they call it. Yeah. I actually don't like, funny enough, for a guy who complains about the verse not being, like, grimdark enough anymore, I also kinda at the same time do not like it when Space Marine chapters are going too crazy. Like the Carcharodons with the red tide, for example. Not a big fan of that. Though, on the other hand, that one Blood Angel chapter that, you know, stills their red thirst by just slaughtering one big bunch of civilians and then being good for like 7 years, that's, on the other hand, that's cool again. So I don't know, I'm very selective about that. Sorry brothers, gotta take care of my new D&D members' character creation. Ooh, okay. Not just representing them with all the choices they can take. Have fun everyone. Alright. I'll, yeah. Again, happy birthday. Have a nice rest of your evening and thanks for checking in. Have fun creating the character for the D&D character. Best of luck. The K is pronounced with a K, by the way. So, Caradons. And then there's the Flesh Terrors, Lamau. Oh yeah. Again, you know, I'm kind of selective about all of those. Maybe I'm just elitist about the Caradons. So, cleaning up the armor, very, very nice. Very, very neatly. I do like that cream color. Though I do feel like there is some more to be gained here. I'll just take some more orange on my brush as well. Oh shit, Ember Pulse! I'm literally driving now, but when I park, me and my squad are pulling up heavy to your next stream. Add me to the Discord username, Halla33. Oh dang, really? What? First of all, I hope you're not typing this as you're driving. Second of all, thank you very much for checking in. Holy shit. Welcome to the stream. I hope you liked what you're hearing and seeing. As I'm almost throwing my paint pot from my table. I took a photo of your message to make sure that I remember the username. I remember to add you. Okay, speaking of D&D characters, painting mine was super fun, I must say. One of the most fun I've had painting a miniature. Oh yeah, really? I do have my own D&D, or rather LARP character, as like a small, I think Hero Factory they're called, miniature. Yeah. Yeah, that's my character? Oh hell yeah. That's a great feeling always. Hello Twitchman, says Rice to Amber. Very glad that my community is so accepting. Alright. What next? I think... Oh yeah, I wanted to mix up some orange, didn't I? I think we also need some more, like an even brighter orange for like the last gradient as well. Not too sure if I should take the straight up Troll Slayer orange for that. Not gonna lie, if I can get a model for my precious vampire boy, I'd just die of happiness. Another D&D character of yours, or a Warhammer character that you'd like to see represented as a model? There we go. Don't have to be too clean. This part of the miniature is never going to be seen again anyways. So, you know. And of course, in the original, he would have like a small streak down here. Like this. Not too sure if that actually looks good though. Let me actually lay the foundation with XV88? I'll just try that, right? We'll just try. Well, and once again to Amber, reading that, I can assure you that the next stream will be tomorrow as well, because we are going to be painting a different miniature each day of December. Ben Hello says, looking good, I'm newly subscribed. Are you? Did you just subscribe and I just miss it? Dang. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it here. I hope you'll enjoy it here. We are currently painting my own homebrewed chapter of the Celestial Spears. Getting the footwork done myself because I never really painted these guys. But some of my community have painted them so far, based on the schematics that I laid down last year. So yeah, I've done that. No, serious? My OC mentioned last stream? Oh yeah, right. By the way, do I not owe you a portrait because you have become a Brink of Bragging Rights member? So yeah, if you want me to paint your OC a proper portrait, I owe you one, free of charge. Well, free of charge, yeah, quote unquote. Almost 4K, man, I'm proud of you and I'm happy to be along for the ride. Thank you very much. Yes, I can also hardly believe it myself. Almost 4K. We are getting there. I'd be very happy to clear 4K before the end of the year. That would be so cool. Just a great milestone to end this year on. And yeah, Trollslayer Orange in and of itself doesn't have that much opacity, so I think I'll just use it straight from the tub. It's like the highlight for the orange. Bring some saturation back. Do you? I didn't even read the description, I just want to support you. Yeah, no, you did. If you did the oh sorry, not Brink of Bragging Rights, but Brink of Inflated Ego, so the more expensive one. I know like two people. Oh, sorry, it was Nobody and Matt that I owed the portrait to. Sorry, I might have wrongly advertised that one. Sorry, that was my fault. Sometimes because you are now showing up like together a lot of the time. With like similar, you know, your names are being displayed the same way, like with green and the same badge and everything. So that probably led to a miscommunication on my end. Sorry. And that also was no advertisement in any way for you to get the more expensive, you know, membership. That's like I can't justify many more people getting that membership. I can't give you too much. Dude, I spent 2 weeks on mine, not even 2 hours yet, and this guy's already kicks ass. Oh, thank you. I mean, yours also won a prize, you know? And mine also probably looks better on camera than he does in real life. Because the camera smooths over due to it not being the crispiest resolution. Moves over some of the rather rough details. There we go. Okay, let me blend a rather feather the orange out here. Same here, we don't want to have dark line going across all of this. Bingo, just a little bit of water. Not on stress, I got the lowest tier because I had extra cash. I have to actually dedicate funds if I want to upgrade lols. Maybe if I get a year-end bonus, right? But again, don't stress yourself. I would only like advertise membership, like my membership, if I actually had something cool to offer there. Right now, it literally is just the badges, and in like 2 days the Discord server as well. But the Discord server is gonna be free anyways, so that technically speaking is false advertisement. I hope that YouTube isn't gonna beat me up over that. Technically speaking, I let my members decide, so, yeah. I'm just, you know, I'm stunned that he even did the, I'm stunned about anyone taking the lower membership, tier, like in the first place. That's crazy to me. That's already very generous of each and every one of you who got that tier. So yeah, don't get me wrong. Okay, and the orange is now... I feel like the orange is now completed. Should we do more with the beige? Maybe. I'm wondering if I should take some palette white flesh and some Ushabti bone, mix it 1-to-1, and go over the entire thing with an even brighter paint, basically. I'm actually used Dawnstone instead of palette white flesh. The reason being that palette white flesh is almost completely used up. How long has it been? Oh, 1.5 hours? Nice. We've still got loads of times. To be fair, I have the quality set to 240p to save data, so I see nothing. Alright. The right shoulder pad needs highlighting in my opinion. Do you mean this one? I'm thinking about doing this completely in white to display the chapter symbols on there. That's the reason why I haven't highlighted it. Still thinking about it, basically. Okay. And here I do now have the brighter color. Let's see. That's too little. That's not enough difference. Of a difference, whoops. Okay, let's try this again. Just laying it down rather quickly and then I'll feather it in a second. Okay. Clean my brush. Feather it in. There we go. Very clean. And I think this is the right decision. Yeah. Let's go, I'm cooking. Best viewers on streamaboo.com? No way, the best viewers are already on the stream right now. Can I get an oorah? My phone vibrated in unison, so that's close enough for me. Oh, come on. Feather that in, feather that in. A little bit more. A little less paint. Push it back a little bit. There we go. Yeah. I think this is the right call. Just going over it with one more small highlight. I really like how these guys are looking though. Like, maybe I should really stick to my homebrew chapter. The thing is, I've seen that some units of the Space Marines are not yet available as Primaris Marines. And I do kind of want to have a Primaris only army. So I think that I will have basically a combined force. Having like my own homebrew chapter. And some Imperial Fists. Some Imperial Fist detachments. All of which, you know, the entire army is going to use the Imperial Fists rules anyways. So, it's not going to make that much of a difference. By the way, Rice, how difficult is it actually for you to watch these streams? Because I know you live in South Africa, right? And you have, you know, you did tell me about like outages, and you know, right now you're saving data. I hope that you do have a stable Wi-Fi connection. How are you doing, man? Like, how much hassle is it for you to chime into this stream? There we go. A little bit brighter here and there. Oh yeah. I think this is good. I think. Should have feathered that in definitely more. See? Down here. That's not good. Well, oh, up top, right. The power pack. Almost forgot that. Rice says I don't have internet. I have to hotspot my mobile data to my PC and hope it sticks. Dang. I wish I could do this audio only for you because, you know, 240p, you're not really missing too much. And it would save you some data. Dang, that's crazy. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that definitely warrants another big thank you for checking the stream, like for using your data to watch this. I hope it is worth it. I hope I can make it all worth it. Worthwhile. Audio only, Helma. I wanna watch you paint. Oh yeah, really? Dang. Thank you very much. It means a lot. It would mean a lot coming from anyone, but you know, from you especially, man. Holy shit. There we go. There we go. Oops, sorry. Damn right it's worth it. Damn. Thanks a whole lot. Thank you. That's very cool to hear. Alright. Oh, hang on. I need to have a look at my original paint job. Oh, the face guard is white, actually. Completely forgot all about that. Okay. So the face guard is white. Hang on. We get the resolution up. There we go. I mean the focus. Go. Just like a clean white face guard. All right. And then the right and the left of his... I was wondering about the faceplate. Yeah, completely forgot. Again, it's been so long since I did the concept for this painting scheme, I completely forgot all about it. And of course we have to paint the streaks up top. The streaks crowning his helmet. There we go. So. The timing? Yeah. Oh, the thing on mine is the top helmet intake vent is also a bone with an orange stripe? Yeah. That was great timing. Alright. It's an intake vent? Oh, I didn't know. Just as I said, you start painting it. Well, see? We are on the same wavelength here. That's how it ought to be. Okay, okay. There we go. Okay. That's actually the most detailed thing on the Marine so far. A little bit wonky, but I'll clean that up. Clean that up off camera, I think. Alright. Now he looks fancy as hell. Hell yeah. Okay. And of course, I want to have this plate in a nice white as well. Hang on. I'll do a little bit of wet blending here. But yeah, just someone remind me about our deal regarding the Discord server, because I will forget. Man, I forgot myself a whole lot of times to set everything up, so you're good. I will, like, as soon as it's online, I'll do a community post regarding it. And after that, I will tell you in like the next stream after I set it up. So either tomorrow or overmorrow, when everything is done. I'm really interested to see how draconian I have to set everything up, because I do want to make sure that everything runs smoothly. I did actually get the notification of YouTube that I could enable trusted members of the community to use the community section, like the community post section on YouTube as well. Though I wasn't sure how that would work exactly and how many privileges that would bestow upon you all. Like, on all of you, all 4,000. So I did not look into that any further. And I still also kind of like it to get, you know, the messages personally and then review them on stream. I think that's nicer. And then, of course, we do get the Discord as well, so should work out for everybody in the end. Okay. Then what are you using? Yogurt? Yeah, right. Definitely get what you mean. Jokes? Yeah. Again, no offense taken. Do need to do the knee pad batter? Okay. Nice. Now it's time for some detailing. Oh yeah. Let me take a smaller brush. A smaller brush and some silver, I think. Some true metallic silver, a dark true metallic silver. Good old lead belcher will do. And I need to sip of water, actually. That's good. Okay. Now I want to take care of some of the details on the bolter, starting with some very small things like buttons and switches and everything. Like, so this thing right here. This stuff right here. What else? I think on the scope, probably, right? Oh, how should I do that? I think the ends can stay black. And the rest I will cover in silver. Like the middle piece, can you guys see that? Okay. Loving the orange nail polish on his left hand. Yeah. Also jokes. I definitely need to address that as well, yeah. Completely overlooked that. The orange I used before to paint like the undergrip, like that part of the rifle, was just way too watery. To use it cleanly. So, there we go. This part, very, very nice. And now I think it's time, is it? No. There's one more button here. And this thing I feel like orange as well. Oh, the Aquila. The Aquila can get a coat of silver as well. Though we will very likely paint it gold. A true metallic base coat of any sorts is never a bad thing. Especially when working with gold, as it usually has a little bit worse, like a little bit of worse opacity than the other metallic colors. That being said, the true metallic gold from Army Painter rocks. That thing, you only really need one coat, and not a thick one at that. Very, very, a very nice paint. Okay. I'm glad that I decided to get rid of the blue accents. I still kind of want to do the lenses blue, but that's like the only thing. There we go. Nice silver magazine. Yeah, I think a black bolter is good. I think Cabalite green might have been, like, too much. I wouldn't be opposed to do, like, swords Cabalite green. Or, like, at least grips of swords or something. But for the bolters, I think the classic black look is just unbeatable. As it also helps to ground the mini, give it more weight. Balances the whole thing out very nicely. Blue purity seals? Oh! Yeah, I mean, this particular guy doesn't have any purity seals. But yeah, that's also a good idea to get a nice accent in here and there. Either blue or Cabalite green. If I remember correctly, your guy, now that you're saying it, does have a blue purity seal, does he not? Yeah. You definitely, like back then, you definitely cooked with that, so maybe I'll do that as well. Either a blue purity seal or a Cabalite green one. Not 100% sure what to do. There we go. Whoops, sorry. Yes, and then of course we do have the grenades themselves. Which I'll get a little touch up of the dark silver. Usually I don't really like using true metallic colors on a mostly non-metallic, non-metallic metal painted miniature. Or rather, non-shiny miniature anyways, but yeah. What time do you usually go live? Ben, good to see you again. I wanted to call you out earlier, call on you, like, hey man, are you still here? But yeah, good to see you still around. When do I usually go live? So, usually, I go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays. always around like 6 to 6:30 p.m. usually. And then I usually end stream at around like 9 p.m. CET, so Central European time, so like German time zone, French time zone, you know, the drill. And but this December is actually very special because I am doing the Advent Calendar. So I'm a stream every single day at the times that are most convenient for my girlfriend. So the exact times I'm currently working out basically this week. And then I release a proper streaming schedule in my community section. That being said, I do try to hit the 6 to 7 p.m. range, like as a start for my live stream. Any way I can, right? So yeah. Long time short. I try to hit 6 to 7 p.m. CET as like my starting time. Cool, it's a relaxing watch. Thank you very much. I try to hit that sweet spot between engaging and relaxing as well as I can. Because I don't like people going apeshit in their streams, it's definitely not when painting. But I do also not want to be boring, so if it's relaxing, I think I have actually fulfilled my objective. Thank you very much, thank you for telling me. Glad you like it, and glad that you are also freshly subscribed. I hope you continue to like it here. The next long video is also coming up, currently in the works. It will release on the 20th of December, so you guys have something to watch over the holidays. And yeah. I used to have my Christmas specials release on the 24th of December. But I feel like, for example, if you were to watch that video on the 25th or 26th, at least to me, it always feels like during those days the Christmas spirit is already kind of fading. You know, kinda. And that's why I wanted to release it before Christmas nowadays. Like this time. To give you guys enough chance to watch it and still be in the Christmas spirit. Okay. That was quite nice. Bucephalos. Is it Bucephalos? Bucephalos? Hi, how long does it take you to paint a mini on average? Ooh, definitely depends. For a paint job like, you know, as clean as this, or for example the Dark Angel that we painted yesterday, you know, a paint job like this definitely takes me, or it can take around 2 hours. That being said, that might also be a little bit biased due to the fact that I... Be yourself, Alice. Oh, okay. Bucephalos. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Thank you very much for breaking it down for me. Again, for a paint job like this, I do usually often take 2 hours, simply due to the fact that I have to, like, I want to talk a lot. I don't want to just sit here and paint. 2 hours? That's quick? Oh yeah? Well, then I'm about to blow your mind. Because a paint job like this, from the last speed paint that I recently released during December, like the Terminate Vespid speed painting guide, these guys only took around like an hour or maybe less. So that's, I think, rather alright. And then, do we have a Skaven around here? No? Ah, dang. Oh, he's not finished. But yeah, for a stream miniature, I usually take around like 2 to 2.5 hours. But for a speed painting miniature, I have gotten it all the way down to like 15 minutes in some cases. Brother, I take weeks. Yeah, but you know, I'm also in a very special situation that I can just spend hours on end on a singular project, right? As an art student, I I am living a very privileged life right now. That's why I have so much time to get all of that done. And I also am getting away. I'm getting away with sleeping only very little. And that definitely also helps. Alright. I had a lot of fun with my 2023 Christmas special. Just said I can't do it at the moment. Ah, dang. It was the name of Alexander the Great's horse? It means ox head. Oh, really? Okay. Then I'll look that up once. Thank you. Nice, lots of dry brushing, eh? On the Terminates, definitely yes. But I did also do like the Skaven speed painting guide that you can also find on my channel. That is pure layering, and that also took only around like 20 minutes to 30 minutes for the masterclass, basically. And the Tyranid speed painting guide, that only takes like 15 to 11 minutes, depending on which version you want to do. But that again, if I remember correctly, also has a lot of dry brushing. That's way too thin, hang on. I'm slobbering the paint all over that nice pauldron. No! Oh, alert! Alert! Get this stuff off of here. Ugh. Okay. I think we're cool. Yes. Okay, that's awesome. Quicken looks great. Again, explain privileged. Oh, you know, I am... First of all, I have the privilege of studying art. I am an art and illustration student, which is, you know, a course of study that a lot of people try to get but can't. I myself got rejected 3 times before I found an academy that that would have me. I also do have like parents who support me in my endeavors, which is great. I have a lot of peers that have to support themselves fully. So, you know, another very lucky, very big stroke of luck. And I also do have a girlfriend who loves me and supports me in my endeavors. You know, coming up with different ideas and everything. And also the art course of study that I currently have, like the year that I'm currently in, doesn't demand my full attention because a lot of classes are now voluntary. So it's actually not too bad if I miss 1 or 2. So I can basically take all the time that I need for, you know, this YouTube channel at the moment. Which is why I'm going so hard in trying to make this a success. To use the time properly, right? Your girlfriend quite literally funded this project? Yeah! And, of course, you know, I have also a great community, like this miniature that you see right here. This is something that we found on eBay, that Heinrich found on eBay during a review stream, during a discussion and reaction stream. And one of my audience members, Slow 2x2s, I said like in jest, like, okay guys, this is, you know, 30 bucks, I have already enough projects for the year, but if this stream generates enough money, then I'll get this guy and paint it as a community project. And one of my audience member, again, Slow 2x2s, just immediately sent me 30 bucks to get the miniature and get this project rolling. So yeah, very grateful for a great audience as well. Just luck all around, man. Oh, great heavens. Wow, fast, love dry brushing. It seems like a lot of newer painters don't really do much dry brushing. That's maybe just me. No, you're definitely correct. A lot of paint jobs, like a lot of people are really going hard, especially in the speed painting community, in the slap chop technique, which I haven't ever used myself. I gotta say, it is effective. It is quite nice. It definitely combines the best of both dry brushing and contrast paints, which is nice to see. Though, yeah, the dry brushing technique itself has really died down in my opinion, after like 2022 at the latest. Yeah. Biocephalus says, my brother can draw really well. I like comics book style. Oh really? He went to 2 art schools, academies in LA. Oh wow. So I've got another American in the chat right now. Great. And all they taught was Disney art style. He didn't like it, so he dropped out. He was bummed. Ah, yeah. It's also another thing. I found like there are not a lot of art academies in Germany. And of those that are here, it's very hard to find an academy that actually teaches you practical art, you know, so very hands-on painting techniques instead of just the theory. So even there I lucked out completely. To have an art academy that actually provides me with, you know, live sketching courses, painting courses, and all of that. All of that good stuff. I made a conversion of the Tzeentch Sorcerer from Secret Level. Turned out pretty cool. Oh yeah? If you have a photo, I do have my email in the chat in the channel description here on YouTube. And I also have an Instagram account at Brink of Art. If you want to share a picture for me to review on stream, feel free to do so. The little spray painter things didn't exist back in 1990. Yeah, that as well. Okay. Do we have anywhere else where Uchifala says, yeah, airbrush, yeah. That's another thing. I also don't like to use the airbrush. For one, because I don't have a compressor to use it. And on the other hand, because every time I see people using an airbrush, like very heavily, for more than just base coating in a tutorial, I feel like this automatically prices a lot of people out of the tutorial, you know, because you have to have an airbrush to use the tutorial as it is provided to you. And I don't like that. I only want to use like brushes and like stuff you can find around the house for painting tutorials. Because again, you know, I want to hit the biggest, like these tutorials, you know, should be of use to as many people as possible. Not widespread? Yeah. Nowadays airbrush has become a lot more widespread. And my friend actually now, like, once gave me one, like, got me one for my birthday. So now it's, I think next year it will be time to bust that one out and use it for, like, special projects. Especially because my diploma is coming up, and I do have less and less time. And I've heard that an airbrush is apparently great for saving time, especially on, like, base coating stuff. So that'll be my excuse for like proper painting tutorials. But again, for the speed painting tutorials, especially the beginner tutorials, I'll still stick to brush only. White Dwarf used to give tutorials on how to paint and they never mentioned airbrushes, ever. Yes! And for good reason. Again, I think it prices just too many people out, and especially the people who do actually need tutorials, you know? Who are so insecure might be the wrong word, but like unsure of how to paint a miniature, that they actually need or would like to have a tutorial. So they are probably new in the hobby, have just gotten their first paint pots and a brush, and then the tutorial starts basically with, okay, first you have to 3D print this miniature, and then you have to use an airbrush to get the paint down, you know, like, your average hobbyist, especially your average newcomer, is not gonna have that. So why do that? Like, completely missing the mark, in my opinion. Hello. Are you done with studying? Aw. You're never done. How do I send a pic? I found it. Bingo. Yes. Either my email or Instagram. Link in the channel description. Rice says they just weren't commonly used for army painting, more scale modeling and other more widespread art mediums. Yes, I mean airbrushes have been around, but yep, I think you're right. Oh yeah, the Aquila. Did we do it gold? I'm quite sure actually, like on the bolter. I do want to paint that button gold though. Not gold, orange. Troll Slayer Orange has such a bad opacity, my god. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Nah. A little bit of the wrong tone, isn't it? Very dirty orange on the hand. And the hand itself also has to get a little bit of a cleanup. That's okay. I think we're actually almost done. The only thing that's missing are like the markings on the border and stuff. At Brink of Art? Yes. Brink of Art or my evil alias Brinkofart. One of the two. No, Brink of Art is correct. Okay. Now for the lenses I do wanna take some blue, so Calidor Sky, Lothern Blue, and some Ulthorn Grey mixed in for the very latest stages. Only a dash of paint on the brush, and there we go. I hope you guys can see that. Hell yeah. Okay, the Blue Islands is still a rock. There we go. My girlfriend showering? Oh yeah, right. She wanted to color her hair. Alright. There we go. Okay, now we also need like some chapter insignia. We could also just place the Imperial Fist on his right pauldron. I mean, they are an Imperial Fist chapter after all. Quite hard to say. Or we put the Imperial Fist symbol on like one of their knee pads, like a smaller one. And then just like the main chapter symbol on here. Not quite sure how that's supposed to look like though. And then the marking up there. Let me actually see. Let me see if I have a proper decal on hand. So. There we go. I don't have different... These are Imperial Fists? Is that what I heard? No, this is basically an Imperial Fist successor chapter that I made up my own, like on my own. My own homebrew chapter called the Celestial Spears, so far. Yo. If you wanna see an Imperial Fist, a proper one, I do have a, like, this Centurion right here. It's been quite a while. Ah, yeah. Okay. Then we have like tactical, assault. Yeah, I think tactical is the proper way to go about it. Very nice, thank you. Alright, have you sent me an email? Because we now have to wait a hot second for the decal to detach itself. Might as well use the time productively. There we go. Moisten up the decal so it can be detached. Working on the email, I'm not tech savvy. Oh, right, okay, no worries. I am planning, I mean, if you're not tech savvy, maybe that doesn't help you, but I am planning on setting up a Discord server so you can join more easily. You guys can send me stuff more easily. I just sent you some of my old stuff as well? Alright. Then we'll take a quick break from painting. Switch over to my other monitor. And have a look at what you guys are sending me. Alrighty, right. Ooh, hello. Yo, Instagram. And you've sent me a lot more photos. Ah, there we go, right. And the hot rod skin from Doom Eternal. Right, okay, that one first. So this has been sent in... Get this over here. This has been sent in by Rice. Very nice work. Nice helmet. You got that from like Etsy or something? Or a different brand? Very nice though. The golden deagle. The golden bolt pistol as well. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, very nice freehand here as well. I remember you really rocking with freehanding. Very nice. And of course the hot rod bolter. What's that down here? Interesting. Very cool. Very smooth blend as well. Holy moly. Very nice. Very well done. And of course you send some other pictures as well. Ooh! A salamander... Is that Horse Heresy? Yeah, it has to be. That looks like full Forge World. Dang. While my freehanding is okay at best. No, I think you're doing very well. You're doing very well. Don't how's the proverb again? Don't put your light under the bucket or something. Like, credit where credit is due. And also a very nice Terminator right here. Are these sculpted? Like, are these freehand sculpted? Original Forge World? Yep. Okay. So then it's probably part of the miniature already. Very nice. Interesting. Always fun to be able to spot the difference between Forge World miniatures and other stuff. Ah, there we go. The back as well. Oh, that's an entire leg. Alright. Oh, wow. Some very nice ornaments on the armor. I didn't even notice that. Wow, very nice mold of the from these guys. Huh. And of course we have this guy, an orc of all things. Whoops. Yeah. Very clean. Why did you send that one in? There's some of my old stuff, yeah. Looks good, very nice. Very clean, very classic Games Workshop painting schemes as well. Like, not only painting schemes, but painting techniques as well. Like the way that the trousers look, very nice. Sweet base as well. The fuck is going on here though? Crazy miniature. Miss my orcs, not gonna lie. Seems like you like to put a lot of effort in. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. How's that name pronounced again? Hang on, I need to... Biocephalos. Biocephalos, how is it going with the email? Cyber Orc? Yeah, I mean... yeah. No. Painting stream. My voice is starting to give out. Very... very worrisome. Okay. Let me moisten up the surface. You could say it is critical. Wait, getting the right photos. Ah, okay. Yeah, no stress, no stress. Alright, and then very nicely just applying the decap. Now let me zoom in a little more. All in focus. There we go. Hocus pocus, there's a decal on your focus. Maybe I should put it on a little bit further down so the curve of the shoulder isn't messing with the decal too much. I honestly really suck at applying decals. So, like this. Okay, now I need to get my rolled up paper to smooth that over. If you have any constructive criticism for me here, much appreciated. I think it has to be further up though. I think it doesn't look good. The thing is, I would also like just freehand the arrow. Probably wouldn't look too bad either. But I feel like I also have to learn how to work with decals. I can't go around that. Should I have made some incisions or something? Not gonna lie, I don't think I really have anything else I can send you. I've shared so much, really? Damn, I recognize that paper thing from art class. Oh yeah. I once had, like, one of my first ever professors told us to not use this stuff for like shading techniques and so. Because he said that always looks unprofessional. And he even went up to like one of my mates, looked over his shoulder, saw that he was using that stuff, you know, like, you know, shading a piece. And then he inhaled very deeply and said, hang on, let me face the camera for that. Face cam. He inhaled very deeply and he said, well, Mr. Smith, I'm using an alias here. Mr. Smith, have you ever been on like, when you are at like a major train station and you go to the public toilet and you see the homeless people smearing their shit over the wall? That's how this looks. I was like, okay. Like, okay. And yeah, guess what I never used again for art class. Damn it. Why isn't this working? That's dumb. Those things work amazingly. He's just being a snob. Well, if I remembered completely correctly, it might also be due to the fact that people weren't actually using these, you know, these paper things, but rather their finger. And I guess, yeah, I think now that I'm thinking about it, that was probably the actual application of his quote. But yeah. Come on, man. Why won't you just lay very nicely on here? Do I actually have to make an incision into the paper for this to work? How sharp is the blade of my cutter? We're going to find out. Not sharp. Should probably snap the blade off. Just using it for scraping off mold lines at the moment anyways. Yeah. Funny how the miniature itself didn't give me as much of a headache as this decal is. Ah, shit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hang on, actually, let me take this entire thing off. And then take, like, a cutter. and make an incision. Okay. That seems to have worked. Let me get another moist brush. Can't believe that this is taking me so long. Oh yeah, this works a whole lot better. Okay. I guess I do have to make these incisions. Now the arrow isn't properly aligned, so I probably should have just free-handed it after all. Well, that's okay. I probably do have to look up a proper tutorial on how to neatly set up these decals. Okay. Well, everything has a first. On the other side, I'm not really sure what to do. However, I do want to give him a Roman numeral. The Roman numeral for 1, so I always remember that this guy is my first. So let me loosen up that thing. While we wait for the second decal to detach itself from the foliant, let me show you another thing that I'm very proud of. This guy right here. What's your email? It's in my channel description. So, hang on, let me just share it, whatever. Containing 3 of the... Can you just say it? Yeah, but I want to make sure that, you know, it's properly spelled out. So it's now in the chat. janubbo.strurm@gmail.com. Gotcha, thanks. Hey, no problem. But yeah, look at this guy. You know who painted this? You know who painted this? My girlfriend. She painted this a couple of days ago. Like, she painted the undercoat and everything a couple of months, maybe already a year ago or something. And then she added a lot of details a couple of days ago when we sat here together. So she actually sat herself, I think, yeah, next to me. We just painted alongside one another. That was very nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very cool. Temple Guard, a tin miniature from ye olden Warhammer Fantasy days. Come on. Can I get the decal, please? Sir? Sir, would you please give me the decal? Ah, there we go. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, that really is. I'm really happy to have a girlfriend who, you know, shows interest for my hobby, even though she doesn't share it. Like, she doesn't share the enthusiasm for the hobby. She still, you know, respects it and shows interest and supports my hobby endeavors and stuff. I see, like, I used to very much, like, have go around on eBay a lot, and a lot of the times when people like sold a whole army or something, the description basically read like, hey, yeah, I moved in together with my girlfriend and now I have to get rid of some of my miniatures and stuff. And I'm just always like, no, what if that ever happens to me? But no. My girlfriend wants to display all my miniatures right in this flat. It's very cool. Emailed. It's not painted, just a conversion. I love making conversions. Alrighty. If you have anything that you just like to build and not paint, but want to see a video of maybe me painting it, I do have a PO box almost set up as well. So I can get community projects from you guys. Alright. But first of all, let me have a look at my email. Siege. There we go. With my stream in the background. Hell yeah. Ain't that the coolest thing? Hell yeah. Extra brownie points for you, my man. Alright. There we go. Wow, that actually looks sick. Whoa. Some more stuff to send? Oh yeah, really? Okay, I'll have a look at Instagram. Dang! Is that a Tomb King helmet? Jan, what was that? I have no idea. I did not know why that would plop up. I just searched in my email, like, not email, but like my download folder. Why the fuck would it pull up my, what's possibly my passport? Yeah, delete. Yeah, I gotta do that in the VOD. But yeah. This guy is sick. Very nice. Again, is this a Tomb King miniature? So like we've got like what looks to be like a Tomb King headdress on like a tin body? And then where are these arms from? Fancy Kids in his back? Nice! Hey man, how you doing? And yeah, that stream in the background, hell yeah. But yeah, the miniature stuff. I think it's Wood Elf Body Dryad. Oh, right, okay. But yeah, this guy, you captured the essence of that miniature very, very well. The wings are from Seraphon. Oh, okay. So maybe like weapons or stuff and stuff. Interesting. Crazy. Very cool. Dang. Very, very nice. Thanks for submitting. Thanks for sending it to me. Anything else? Not painted. No. But two very nice pictures. Thank you very much for sharing. Again, you captured the essence of that miniature very well. Very well done. And one more thing on Instagram. Ooh, I do have another follower on Instagram? Okay. Basilisk Librarian. A lot of stuff. Ooh. Hang on. That looks great. Where the heck is that from? Very nice. It seems to be like I see some Warhammer parts. Maybe the rapier as well? I'm not quite sure actually. I've never seen this miniature. Interesting. Next picture. Oh yeah, with the floor tiles and everything. Dang. Very cool. Very professional as well. Ben Hello says, great channel, see you soon, bye. Aww, thank you. Right, see you soon, man. Again, I'm streaming every day, so you'll have plenty of chance to catch me back. That finger broke off like 3 times? Dang, yeah, I can imagine. Whew. It's a finicky thing. Alright. Ben hello, more like Ben bye. And then we have the librarian. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, Lewis? Oh, Lewis? Lewis? Oh yeah, with the double bolter. Storm bolter, I think. Oh yeah. Nice helmet as well. Lot of stuff very nicely integrated here. Legionary Decanus, yo, what's up? I just finished my shift. Oh, Oh man, good to see you here. I wanted to thank you again for the donation you sent yesterday. I wasn't aware that you actually sent $10. I didn't do the math correctly in my head with the 30 shekels. Thank you very much for that. I'm glad to have you back here. Unfortunately though, I think, you know, a little bit of a unfortunate timing, but to me, it seems like the time has come to end streams. Was? No, it's okay. I think it's, I'm also getting rather tired as well. I've been up and running since 6 o'clock, so that's like 15 hours now of constant painting, editing, scripting, going to the gym, petting my girlfriend, giving my girlfriend a kiss here and there. No problem, just wanted to increase the holiday spirit. Oh yeah. Thanks for the streaming, man. Have a nice Abend. Oh shucks, well next stream then, haha. Your sleep is more important. Well, you know, my girlfriend is also very important. That's why I want to make time for her as well. But yeah, damn, already ending? What do you mean already? It's 2.5 hours. We've been on a pretty nice streak. But yeah, look at this guy. I'm very happy with the result we ended up with today. Very nice. Of course, the decal could have been a lot better. Definitely need to look more into that. But apart from that, yeah, I'm really happy with what we ended up here. I'm really glad to see that my own painting scheme works out so nicely. And seeing my first ever proper homebrewed chapter to answer Legionary Decanus question. My first ever homebrewed chapter marine in the flesh, in the carapace, on my table. That's also very cool. That makes me very happy. Minotaurs? No, it's Imperial Fist successor chapter. Homebrewed myself. As we say in Germany, aus eigener Züchtung. Alright. Yeah, I'm really liking this guy. And again, for one more time for comparison, this is the Dark Angel we painted yesterday. So we are definitely cooking this week. And I can't wait what the Advent Calendar will have in stock for us tomorrow. Homebrewed by you and concept proven by the community. Oh yeah, hell yeah, definitely. Can't forget that. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining this stream. Thank you very much for everything, really. For being here. And I see you again tomorrow. In alter Frische, as we say. Have a good one, nice evening, and until we meet again, have fun painting. Bye bye!